Here's the route for tonight. It's going to be 141 miles at direct. So you can also fly along the highways. As you can see from the SIGMET and all the fruity pebbles on the radar, we're going to need to set sim weather to VFR because our arrival field is VFR and day only. The theme of the the theme of the event rather is around Grandfather Mountain, which is this ridge line here with the 5,960 foot peak on the sectional. You'll pass right over it if you go direct to the field. Over here you'll see the Bluegrass Parkway and the Lynn Cove Viaduct on the east face of it.
Blue Ridge Parkway.
I'm sorry, the Blue Ridge Parkway. Thank you, Emily. Speaking of Emily, I'd like to thank her for the idea of theming something around Grandfather Mountain. Let me breeze through the briefing, see if there's anything else. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna. Atlanta Center will probably be on. For the first portion of the route, we'll be transitioning through Greensboro Approach's airspace, and then for the rest of it, it'll just be a ZTL ultra low sector. There's going to be an XP72 fly-in arriving at Atlanta sometime tonight, so Center may at some point get too congested for VFR services, but we can patronize them for as long as they're willing to, deal with us. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, cool. That sounds good. Yeah. All right. Two uncontrolled fields on each end. This will be fairly low key. All right. With that said, you can go ahead and load in. I'm not going to be in a position to leave for a few minutes, so don't worry about giving me time to lead the pack. FS2020 is still on this load screen, so. Mike, do you want to take front? All right, perfect. All right. Well, I'll see you guys.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Chris. What was that?
I do have one question. I am in a helicopter, so I'm just wondering if you guys have any procedures that you want me to follow. Thanks. I'll make sure.
Yeah, my V-pilot's already pitched like 30 fits about a helicopter not being in my VMR.
Okay, chat. So what you just heard is most of the briefing for tonight's event. For the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games, we're gonna fly from Raleigh Executive Jetport, Kilo Tango Tango Alpha to Elk River, November Charlie 06. Elk River in real life, private field. It's got its own set of rules. Obviously, we're just gonna kind of sim it out. Fly in tonight. We are going to try and do the correct appropriate pattern. It is going to be runway 12 at Elk River tonight, since that's the preferred and the wind isn't really a factor. Everybody cool with that?
Yep.
Okay, so welcome. Thanks for coming in today. We're in the Piper Seminole, PA44. That's our.
It's interesting. I don't know who else is using live weather, but it's actually sunny and kind of blue skies here in Raleigh right now. I don't know if anybody else is seeing that or if my FS weather is just borked, but
yeah, it's blue skies. When I was over at the arrival airport, it was also blue skies, surprisingly.
Doing the event with us this evening. It's like we got a total of about 9 so far.
Earlier and it was unlimited ceiling, so might be right.
Why don't we go ahead and get right on in, chat? I don't see any reason in waiting around. Let's go ahead and get in the cockpit. Let's get this thing fired up and get her on our way to Elk River. On the way there, we'll take a look at the video for coming into Elk River.
Yeah, I'm also seeing sunny and blue skies for MSFS.
We'll do that, like I said, once we get up in the air. I'm gonna get the autopilot onto this thing, and when we get closer, we'll talk a little bit more about it. But I'm just gonna throw an ad out onto the Virtual Safe Flying Club Discord, so maybe someone will actually watch me do this tonight. If you're watching me on YouTube, on my little YouTube recaps, thank you for the support. I think I have like 83 or 4 subscribers, so thank you guys. Alright, let's get this thing started. First thing we gotta do in this sim, we gotta turn the fuel on. Both sides. And then we'll get ourselves positioned how we want over here. If you guys see me looking off to my left, I'm watching the Mets game, so that's why I'll be looking off to my left sometimes. We're gonna go ahead and get the mixture props full. We'll go ahead and fuel pumps on. We'll start one at a time. Clear on the left, clear prop. Probably help if I turn some batteries on. That's gonna help us a lot. Engine's good. Clear prop again, right? There we go. Definitely helps if we add power to the airplane, chat. What happened to my music? Oh, it's just a quiet song. About to say. What is going on? So we can turn the fuel pumps off. Excellent. Excellent. So all that's good. Go ahead and turn some lights on. I am going to throw in Elk River here, but just as reference. So, N November Charlie 06. Again, I'm just going to do this for reference. Have a reference in there, 140 miles. We're going to be doing a little bit of visual navigation though, following some roads, but nothing crazy. We got the sim weather set to VFR, since the real world weather is a little bit of stormy storms along the way. So we do lose a tiny bit of realism, but that's right. Got a bunch of our Virtual Safe Flying Club compatriots out here with us so far. Let's go ahead and get on to the Unicom frequency. VATSIM Unicom is 122.8. Got that going for us. Alright, I think we are in a pretty good spot here to get started. Alright. So let's go ahead and
Raleigh traffic, Diamond 107 Echo, taxiing runway 3 for northwest departure, Raleigh.
Looks like they're using runway 3, huh? That makes sense. Where am I compared to runway 3? I think runway 3 is
Raleigh traffic. Baron 423 Charlie Lima is ready to taxi to 03, Raleigh.
Go ahead and release the parking brake and we'll get on moving ourselves. Traffic 7124 Mount Charlie. We'll go number 3 into this taxi line for departure. Give way to this guy right here, the Diamond.
Rally traffic, Seminole 3 Echo Victor, taking off runway 03, departure, crosswind departure to the west, rally traffic.
Come on in behind him.
Rally traffic, Diamond 107
Make
Echo.
sure you
line
guys
up
do
runway
file VFR flight plans, please.
03, rally traffic. Rally traffic, Seminole 3 Echo Victor, left crosswind departing to the west, rally left call.
Wait for him to depart before we go, chat. Obviously. Give him a few minutes is what I mean, though, before we go. After he rolls.
Rally traffic, Diamond 107 Echo, rolling runway 3, departing to the northwest, rally traffic.
Rally traffic, helicopter November 2937 November. We're going to be lifting off from the ramp going VFR out to the west. Rally traffic.
I can't seem to engage the autopilot in the TBM 930.
Guess you're gonna have to go manual.
Rally traffic, Diamond 107 Echo, turning left crosswind, runway 3, 1,300, climbing to 6,500, rally traffic.
Rally traffic, 7124 my Charlie is departing runway 3. The left crosswind departure. Going to the west.
Rally traffic, helicopter 2937 November, clear of the field, currently going west, rally traffic.
A little touchy on the oak there. Go on about a 340 heading. Start out of here, and we're gonna look for Highway 64. It looks like, and then kind of follow Highway 64.
Rally traffic, Diamond 107 Echo, 5 miles to the northwest through 2,800, climb to 6,500, leading near to the west. Last call, Rally.
Rally traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie is departing the area to the northwest. Last call as well, Raleigh.
Rally traffic, Kodiak 185, Good Whiskey, taxiing from the ramp.
Go ahead and go 25 square for the climb.
Yeah, Alpha 1. Raleigh.
Raleigh traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, departing runway 03. Westbound VFR
yeah, we're gonna
flight.
kind of head this way until we find Highway 64. Right about here, chat, and then we'll kind of just follow this highway. It'll join another road up going towards this way. We'll find another highway that looks like Route 52 over here to join 421, which would take us pretty much the rest of the way. That's kind of the route I'm going to try and follow. We'll see how closely or not closely I'm able to do that. Worst case scenario, we go GPS direct if I get a little bit lost. shame to do that if necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and get the heading engaged on this thing. So we'll go heading, vertical speed, and have the autopilot take control here.
Raleigh traffic, Caravan 4453 Echo, taking off runway 3, left crosswind departure.
We're gonna climb up to about 4,500 feet to start. No, we're gonna go up to 6,500 feet. We're all the way up to 6,500 because once we get closer to Elk River, we're gonna need to be at higher altitude. So we're gonna plan on climbing to 6,500 feet to start it out here. Everyone's following the river here. Let's go ahead and do that then. Oh, I never put the gear up apparently. Interesting. Very interesting. Where am I going?
Raleigh traffic, Kodiak 185
whoa.
Taking off runway 3.
What am I doing?
Left crosswind departure.
What am I doing? Let's get ourselves situated here. Let's get ourselves on course here. You know what? We're gonna immediately, since I'm already screwing up, we're gonna kind of actually have to do this the cheatsy doodle way. We are in a blender right now, chat. Alright. I gotta fly the airplane here first and foremost. What is happening? This airplane is not responding very well to the autopilot, so let's get stabilized here for a second. Okay. Let's go ahead and go nav. We're just gonna have to go GPS direct, I think, because it's definitely being a little weird. Go direct. We'll go to 6,500 feet. And calm it down. Calm it down.
Probably.
Alright, good. We're good to go now.
Raleigh traffic, Kodiak 5 Kilo Whiskey, turning left crosswind, Raleigh. Raleigh traffic, Kodiak 5 Kilo Whiskey, departing the pattern to the west up to 4,500. Last call, Raleigh.
Okay, now that we got things kind of stabilized here, let's go ahead and get an actual climb going again.
Raleigh. Raleigh traffic, Romeo departing runway 2.
Mets currently losing to the Reds again, 2-1.
To the northwest, Raleigh.
6,500. We're currently at 55. We got another 1,000 feet to go.
Raleigh traffic, number 3 Romeo, clear runway 03, departing to the northwest, last call Raleigh.
Kind of a scattering of what people are doing.
Well, I forgot to mention this in the briefing, but Elk River is technically a private field owned by the Homeowners Association for some development. So if anybody asks, we live there.
Got it. Let's see, 10 Virtue Safe Flying Club members. There was one that went ahead, so 11. Not a bad count for a Wednesday night. I go back to work on Friday morning chat to hopefully finish up my IOE. Looks like we went a little bit over altitude, not bad. That's what I get for watching the Mets game. Correct. Looks good to me. We're on our way. So we got about 51 minutes to go. When we get a little bit closer, we'll pop on the how-to video for Elk River landing on runway 12. Outside views here of North Carolina. The Piper Seminole number 124 my Charlie does the green and gray basic paint tonight.
And does anybody know where that video is actually at?
Yeah, I can get you a direct link to YouTube. Stand by.
Roger, thank you.
It's going to be put into the GA chat.
Roger, roger.
Talking about these trucks, the video chat that I do plan on playing here momentarily to kind of show you guys. Below us right here. Kilo Sierra Charlie Romeo. What airport is that? Sierra Charlie Romeo. That would be Siler City Municipal that we're flying over right now. Siler City Municipal. more you know. Spattering of Virtually Safe Flying Club folk all out and about right now. Cruising along 6,500 feet on our way to Elk River, North Carolina. Watching the Mets game on my left side, they're losing again. This team is killing me right now. It's only 2-1 though, so they got time to figure it the hell out. Damn, killing me right now. Hello, Skier. Thanks for coming in today, buddy. Yeah, real busy in here indeed. Yeah, there's 11 Virtually Safe Flying Club members at least doing the event, so, you know, I'll take that as a victory, even if I don't have a whole heck of a lot of people enjoying the stream tonight. But these streams do end up on YouTube and get some views there, so that counts for something, I guess. Right? Hopefully, maybe. The Mets are terrible right now. Oh, he is safe. Mr. Leroy Melvin, thank you for so much for coming in today, my good friend. Let's see, did he beat out this? Oh yeah, he's safe first. Even though you're lurking, well, I appreciate you lurking. Thanks for stopping in and chatting and saying hello. As we fly over to Elk River, North Carolina, in our Piper Seminole. Just a little bit, when we get a little bit closer, we're still 45 minutes out, so I think another 10 minutes or so I'm going to pop on the instructional video for how to get into Elk River, since there's an instructional video for that airport. It's not as entertaining as the instructional video going into Bayport, not by any stretch, but there is a video and we will watch it when we get a little bit closer here. Nifty little private airport that is maintained, as Nathan put it, by like a homeowners association, so it really is private. So if anybody asks when we land, we're allowed to be there. We were given permission by one of the homeowners.
Just had a nice little flyby with Joshua there, it looked like.
Bayport OG Peak, yeah, well, Bayport is as good as it gets when it comes to videos like that. That might be the best video on YouTube. That
I flew past you.
But we'll have to deal with the Elk River instructional video here tonight for the flying that we're doing.
Yes, we are. What's your altitude?
I'm at 8,500.
Okay, cool. I'll be looking out for you on the
There's
same.
a whole spattering
Yeah,
of flying club members tonight.
This
Brian got started a little early, so he's almost there.
4 o'clock-ish, maybe.
Then you got another one here. Whole cluster of 4 down here. You got me right here. A couple other guys, and there's one guy that's chilling on the ground getting set up. But I think I counted 11 in total, 10 or 11. Either way, we're in the double digits for a Wednesday night, which is always good for the flying club. Good Fixin' says, Jet Pilot Seminole. Not quite, even though we are in the Seminole. There's a less flattering name for the Seminole that I'm not going to say on stream, but stick with Jet Pilot Cinnamon, since I fly a multitude of aeroplanes. Should start calling me Scarebus Cinnamon since I fly the Airbus 320 in real life now. Scarebus Cinnamon. See, it just doesn't sound as good as Jet Pilot Cinnamon. It just doesn't do it. So we got Sean, we got Brant, and we got Brett all in the chat tonight. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. I appreciate all of you. Getting bumped around here a little bit. Up, down, and all around as we fly over North Carolina on our way to Elk River. We're kind of cheating the route a little bit, chat. We're doing more of the direct path instead of the up and around and all up and down kind of deal. So don't tell anybody.
Fixins just subscribed. You'll always be the Cinnabon in our breakfast, or something.
Quick, say something nice about the Seminole. It's an airplane. Good enough for me. Good Fixins, thank you so much for the 18-month resubscription. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jay Smitty, thanks for coming in today. Appreciate you guys. 18 months, that's a lot of months. Thank you, Good Fixins, for your support using that Twitch Prime sub. The fact that it's an airplane will have to do, huh? Yep, that's about as good as I got for the Seminole. I've never flown a Piper Seminole before in real life. I did my multi-training on a Grumman Cougar. GA7. While you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, Good Fixins, when I was initially taking off, I was having actually some issues controlling it. So it was still scary, even though it was slow. Didn't I pay for illegal instruction? No, it was legal. I'm trying to say on my stream here, the instruction that I got was legal in the Seminole. Or not the Seminole, I didn't fly the Seminole, on the Cougar. Oh, you mean that thing. Oh, that's right, I did fly the Seminole the one time, that's right, but that... that's something we're not going to talk about on stream. That is definitely not something we're going to talk about on stream. That's right, I did fly the Seminole that one time. But we're not talking about that right now. Well, needless to say, it wasn't illegal for me because I never logged the time. So because I didn't log that time, it matter. I was just along for the ride. Now, what the person I was flying with was doing, that's, you know, that's on him. But again, we're not getting into that on stream. That's not gonna happen tonight. But yes, you're right. I did have one flight technically in the Seminole, but it is not logged. I did not log that flight.
Well, once you get past Ashboro, it starts to clean up a little bit.
Yeah, Ashboro was a little rough.
Something. Grumman Cougar looks like a twin Comanche with a more pointy nose. See, I'm not very good at aircraft recognition, so I couldn't even tell you if that
spread formation, essentially. I think that was
correct or not.
Yeah, I think so.
I just know that I got my multi on the Grumman Cougar. And she did what she needed to do. But I also, in that same Grumman Cougar that I got my multi on, is also where I've had one of my emergencies. Because we had a throttle cable break in one of the engines, and we had to do a precautionary shutdown land single engine, so we had to declare emergency land back at Republic when that happened, so that was fun. But I did not mind the Cougar life for the short period of time that it got me where I needed to be in terms of getting my multi, and then as soon as I got my multi commercial, literally the next day I was hired at the charter job that I flew the Beechjet CJ3 for, and the rest is history. Technically Gulfstream American Cougar, yes, it technically flew a Gulfstream. But yeah, got my multi and the rest was history. Cougar life, baby. It's the Cougar life. Come on, Mets. Score some runs. Get this game back tied. Nothing wrong with a good Cougar. I don't have any comment on that either. No good fixins. Your team is already, their season's already over. Let's let the Mets try and hang on to their freaking lead over the Braves here in the NL East. Alright, this is, the fact that we lost 1-0 the way that we did yesterday's game is ridiculous with the way that Scherzer pitched and we couldn't score any freaking runs. We already have a run in this game and now we're losing 2-1, so we're not, no. Your team's already done. Let's let the Mets have something. Come on. Oh, good. First and second with 1 out, and McNeil grounds into a double play. Oh my God, the Mets are freaking falling apart, really. Offense has been so bad the last couple weeks. They've lost that big 10.5 game lead. Brutal. Just absolutely flat out brutal. Ugh. Anyways, we'll get back to the Mets in a second. In a moment here, chat, we're going to go ahead and...
Flight just subscribed. Congrats on your first flight in the 320.
Thank you, Eric Flight. Thanks for coming in today. So hold on. I'm getting a new member into the Virtue Safe Flying Club. Someone just joined, so give me a moment, chat. Need to approve him. Alright, so we got a new member in the Flying Club. That's good. Eric Flight, thank you again so much. Another 18-month Prime resub. Both you and Good Fixins, 18 months using the Prime. Thank you for the resub, guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying the 320 so far. White Lake, thanks for coming in today. I just got you approved over in the Virtuous Safe Flying Club there, bud. Thank you so much for that. If you're in the chat and you're not a member of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club already, you can go ahead and take a look at that Discord link that Good Fixins was so gracious enough to pull for us. That is the Virtuous Safe Flying Club's club I'm doing the event with this evening. It's a VATSIM only club, so you do need to be a VATSIM member. But if you're a VATSIM member and you enjoy general aviation or flying, you're definitely going to want to come on in. Always looking for new members to join us on our events like the one we're doing tonight. So welcome aboard. Have I eaten on the tray yet? Yes, I have. I've had 4 mint meals already. Because I've done 2 transcons to LA and back. That's part of my IOE. So I've been doing a lot of lengthy flights already. So yeah, I've already eaten on the tray. It's a great, beautiful thing. Full tray for eating, half tray for making notes. Full tray for eating, half tray for notes. What was I going to do, chat? Alright, I'm going to pause the music. And we are going to have a little bit of viewing entertainment for y'all. Right, let's get this going. And we are going to watch the instructional video for how to do Elk River. And we're just going to watch up until they finish talking about runway 12 because we're planning on runway 12 this evening.
Flying into Elk River's private airport is a safe and enjoyable mountain flying experience. A careful pilot who takes the time to view this video and view the Elk River Airport website should have little difficulty successfully landing and taking off at Elk River. The airport is daylight only. Observe a pattern altitude of 5,000 feet. Stay clear of clouds.
5,000 feet.
Ensure good VFR conditions. And use runway 12 for landings and 30 for departures.
And we're using 12 for
The
landing.
airport's elevation is about 3,500 feet. Its asphalt runway is 75 feet wide and 4,500 feet long, with private hangars at both ends. It can easily and safely accommodate single and twin-engine airplanes and many small private jets. The minimum IFR vectoring altitude in the immediate area is 8,500 feet. The normal procedure is to cancel IFR and transition to VFR before beginning your descent to pattern altitude. We request that you call in position and altitude reports 10 miles out, 5 miles out, and on each segment of the pattern, including when taxiing. Typically, the Elk River security personnel will respond with a report of the wind conditions and a notification of any traffic in the area. Welcome to Elk River. Let's go flying.
This is what we were here for. Approach and landing
Runway
12.
12 is the preferred landing runway at Elk River. Pilots often land on 12 even with a 10 to 15 knot tailwind component due to the steep terrain at the approach end of runway 30. To set up for landing on runway 12, enter into a crosswind leg prior to turning to the left-hand downwind for 12. We can see the town of Banner Elk at our 1 o'clock. The Lees McRae College athletic fields and tennis courts appear at 12 o'clock as we initiate the turn to downwind. The Elk River Golf Course is off our left wing, and Beach Mountain off the right, above the airplane at a height of 5,600 feet. As we fly downwind, we have an excellent view of the runway and the Elk River community. As we come abeam of the numbers of 12, a hill obstructs our view of the runway. We will continue to fly this heading on the downwind leg for approximately 3
Security
miles.
to make sure you're allowed to be in there.
This
too,
extended
probably.
downwind helps, particularly in a high-performance airplane, to give us plenty of time to get
3
properly
mile
configured
downwind.
for a stabilized approach. As we continue on the downwind leg, we will remain at pattern altitude. We now can see 2 small ponds just to the left of the nose of the airplane. These 2 ponds are a useful visual cue for our turn to base. As we begin our turn just inside these ponds, we will begin a gradual descent to 4,500 feet, 1,000 feet above the field elevation.
4,500 feet in the base.
In a complex airplane, this is a good point to lower the gear, enter approach flaps, and begin to slow to your final approach speed. As we turn from base to final, we are established at 4,500 feet. The approach end of the runway is barely in view. Straight ahead, you will see a 2-lane road on the valley floor that leads towards the runway environment, located in the red circle and about 2 miles away. Straight ahead and off to the right of the nose of the airplane, you will see a small church. This church is approximately 1 mile from the approach end of the runway. We will fly directly over the church as we descend to 4,000 feet. This gradual descent profile helps us maintain a stabilized approach. The location of the runway in the valley between the ridges presents a visual that can cause pilots to remain too high for too long, resulting in a very steep approach on short
no custom
an
scenery,
increase in airspeed, and a destabilized approach. We'll go through our landing checklist and
never did look in the briefing to see if there was custom scenery. Oh, son of a bitch. No, wait. Hold on. No, that just is Roanoke. Yeah, I don't know what he put some links in there. Let's see. Did I mess up, chat? Because I didn't put anything. I didn't put any sceneries in. If there's a scenery for this, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh man, I have definitely messed up. Okay. Well, to be fair, it hasn't been updated in a while. It's only a 1.0, and it was done a while ago, and it doesn't say if it's compatible or not. It was done in November, so I mean, it could be screwed up. But I may have effed. Too late now. We're already in it. Anyways.
Depending on the type of plane we are flying, make sure our gear is down and locked. Go to full flaps and verify that we are at the proper approach speed. As we said earlier, often the approach to runway 12 may involve a tailwind component, making speed control even more important.
We're fine.
As the runway environment comes into view, keep in mind that we are offset from the runway's center line by about 20 degrees as we fly down the valley. Here, we are on about a 1/2 mile final, and the entire runway comes into view. At this point, we're lined up right down the center line. Distance markers are located on both sides of the runway, marking 1,000-foot intervals. Windsocks are at both ends. We'll make our touchdown well before the second marker. The runway has a gradual uphill slope, and a touchdown before the second marker leaves 2,600 feet of runway remaining, which should be a sufficient distance to allow most planes to come to a normal stop.
Alright, and that's all we care about. There's more, but we're not doing any 3-0 stuff, so that's your video right there. May have screwed up by not adding the scenery, but again, that scenery is also old, and who knows if it's even compatible with MSFS anymore. So I'm just going to pretend that we didn't see that, and we're just going to move on with our lives and continue forward. We got about 26 minutes till we get to the airport.
Are you actually right on?
And Mets are losing 3-1 to the Reds now. They're losing 3-1 to the Reds.
That's awesome. Oh, there you are.
Oh my god.
Hello.
That's cool. Velocity at work.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're a little rubber bandy for me. Am I the same way for you?
Mine's a little smoother. Yeah, you're pretty steady for me, but I just think it just depends on
the
server.
Sure. Fair enough. That's pretty cool, though. Let's see. I am going to come to the left about 10 degrees or so, just
Alright, let's get the music back going. I'm mad I forgot the scenery. I'm mad that the Mets are playing like absolute dog poop. I was sleeping outside my door. Brutal stuff going on right now. Alright, we're still 57 miles out on our way. You can see the elevation starting to increase as we get further ahead here. Hey, Kenny Monster, thanks for coming in today. Let's go ahead and get you your sub.
Kenny Monster
There you go,
just
Kenny Monster.
subscribed.
Thanks for coming in today, buddy. How is the A320 treating me? It is treating me well, Kenny Monster. I'm enjoying it so far. I have another trip on Friday to finish up OE, and then I will be on reserve, and that should be that'll be entertaining. I'm going to be working my ass off. I'm going to be getting used a lot on reserve, I guarantee it. It's just the way every airline is right now because of staffing. But yeah, I'm enjoying the 320. I'm gonna like it a lot. Very simple airplane. My landings have been so-so, as you would expect for a new airplane. I would say 4 out of the 6 I've done so far have been pretty good, but a couple of them have been a little, leave a little to be desired. So far, I've been told that I'm doing good, and that's all that matters. Now, as long as pretty much all I have to do is not break the airplane, essentially, and make sure that I'm doing the procedures according to SOP. As long as I'm doing that, I'm good. Yes, I am going to be working very hard this summer. I can almost guarantee that. Now I'm going to be getting used a lot on reserve with everything that's going on right now. The FMS is different, Kenny Monster. The logic is different. The control panel, like is all different. There's a lot of differences. It's actually probably more than I'm able really to explain on the stream. There's quite a bit that's different on the Airbus versus the 170. The autopilot functionality, FCU, the logic, side stick, of course, FMS or the MCDU. Oh yeah, no, I'm having no issues with the airplane so far at all between training and now flying the actual thing. Like I said, I'm gonna enjoy it, and it's a fairly simple airplane when you come down to it. So I am not worried. I'm not having any real issues with it at all.
Gonna pull ahead of you a little bit.
All right.
We already had one flying club members land. I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I count 10 flying club members so far for the event tonight. That's pretty good. Are you able to feel the weight difference while flying? No, and the reason why is because with the fly-by-wire, you don't feel anything with the side stick on the Airbus. There's no like artificial feedback or anything. So if anything, it actually feels like it's lighter to fly because there's no feedback. So you don't feel the weight. I can feel the length difference just because of my sight picture on landing and, you know, how much less I'm flaring because of how much longer the airplane is because you don't want to tail straight. That's the difference that I feel, is I feel the length way more than I feel the weight. Closer. Meant to lose a 3-1 in the fourth to the Reds, so they just lost to last night. What is going on? Did he mean the weight of responsibility of having more lives in my hands? I haven't even thought about that at all, to be honest. Not something I've thought about. Treat it like I would any other flight if we even only had one passenger on board, like when I flew charter. Safety comes first.
Is that right? About 305.
I don't think the amount of people on board makes any difference.
See the runway lights just left of the river.
Gotcha.
The highway that comes out of that to the northwest.
If anybody else is using live weather, the weather truly hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, I agree with that. When you said 350, yeah, that works. But I'm gonna be flying closer to the airport before I turn.
Cool.
I started with live weather, but then it turned off. So you're saying I should give it a try again?
I mean, it's up to you, but I mean, it's truly, I mean, wherever you are, I mean, I don't know, but where I am at, it's currently pretty fine.
You can always take a quick peek and turn it off again if you don't like it.
According to radar, I'm in a giant yellow spot, so I think I'll leave it off for right now.
Save that.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
See, the terrain is starting to come up on us now. We get a little bit closer. Even if Antonio's, yes, even if Antonio Brown is on board, because I'm still a professional at Good Fixins, even if the person on board is less than worthy of such treatment, I'm still a professional. wasn't online last night, Kitty Monster. I was spending time with Sarah last night. I was being very lazy, laying in bed watching the Mets game with Sarah last night. Watching the Mets lose last night just like they're losing again tonight. Sometimes you just gotta make the carrier landing, man. That's just the way it is. Looks like that group flight, that the XP72 group flight is starting to load up over in Charlotte. Hell of a lot of people that are on the ground in Charlotte
that should
going
be the
to
base of the pass into the mountains.
Where is the group flight tonight?
It just gets easier from there.
Exactly. And you just have mountains to worry about.
Some kind of group flight going on. I don't know where to. Now the Mets got a run back. It's 3-2 now, so that's good.
At least we know we can divert to Hickory Ridge if we need to. Indeed. You know, when I crash on the runway at Elk River, nobody else can land.
Where you flying? You're flying that caravan, right?
This is a Seminole, Viper Seminole.
Oh, you're doing a Seminole. Gotcha.
Yeah.
At least they're back to with them run one. XP72, no comments.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, there's some kind of group flight going on tonight.
At least my mom matching isn't too bad. Yeah, so there's some sort of default.
It brings out some very interesting folk on the
Nice,
VATSIM
yeah.
network
Cool.
when that happens. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going any deeper than that tonight. How far are we out, Chad? 11 minutes, 26 miles? Alright, it's almost time to do stuff. I gotta start mentally preparing for this approach into Elk River, my non-scenery Elk River that I'm still gonna try and fly appropriate to what the video taught me.
It might be time to descend a little bit.
When we get a little bit closer, we're gonna come a little bit to the south, Chad, because we want to join that crosswind like the tutorial told us before entering the downwind.
Note to self, taking
runway
pictures
12.
and formation flying is very difficult.
That's true. It was easy for me. I was just on autopilot.
You definitely see the terrain starting to change.
break the rules here a little bit and just level off at 55 for now.
Well, welcome to the Virtuous A Flying Club White Lake. You will become aware of all of our future events, including what we have upcoming here on the next event's on the 13th. So July 13th, that is a week from today, is our next club event on Wednesday night. Brett, if you're still in the chat, good fixing. You got to make sure to post your event for the 16th when it's ready, please. As soon as you can.
Roof or something?
Yeah, you did a big old bump. You gained like plus 200 feet of altitude and then came back down like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Elk River traffic, Caravane 4453 Echo, outbound City, entering a left downwind.
20 miles to go, Chad.
Wait, the Caravan.
I got you, good fix.
Weird.
Yeah, as soon as you can get that up, that'd be great. Thank you.
Mine Mansion has him as a helicopter for some reason.
Our next Virtuous A Flying Club event is one that we're kind of just joining in on. Boston ARTCC is doing one of its destination event, or is it Boston or is it Cleveland? Yeah, it's Boston. So Boston's doing one of its regional circuit events into Syracuse. The Virtuous A Flying Club is going to be joining in on that fly-in, making it a club event to join in on that fly-in for Boston ARTCC on Wednesday, July 13th, 7 to 10. That's our next event. I appreciate that. Good fixins. Thank you. If he stands you up again, just let him know that he's going to have to maybe find someone else to help him out in the future if he's not going to be able to keep his word on dates for the event that he's trying to work on. That's not good. Not the kind of thing we're looking for in the flying club. Responsibility and reliability. Alright, we're getting a little bit closer, so we're going to start going down to that traffic pattern altitude, Chad, at 1,500 feet. So I'm going to just do a nice slow descent here. Or, not 1,500, yeah, 1,500 feet above field elevation, which is 5,000 feet. So we're just going to kind of get ourselves down 5,000 feet as we start to get a little close here.
Elk River traffic, Caravane 4453 Echo,
okay, well, he's going to have to either poop or get off the pot with the event, though, good fixes, like you said. Otherwise, I appreciate you having a backup ready just in case, but...
Okay,
so like I said, I'm going to turn a little bit to the south, Chad.
Right about 36.
A little bit off of the course here. Just so we can kind of set up for the crosswind to kind of go along with the instructional video told us to do.
Formation flight guide manual. I've been obsessed with formation flight ever since Velocity came out.
Very nice. All right, that's cool.
See if we can find this airport out here somewhere. It's probably going to be a little hard to see in the sim.
If we'd had more distance remaining, I would have checked in with Atlanta Center for VFR flight following for Atlanta too.
I would have been
going to slow up a little bit here as well.
Elk River traffic, Caravane 4453 Echo, turning left base.
Elk River traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, entering left downwind, runway 12, Elk River.
So we already got a few of our club members that are, and you know, I'm just going to take it by hand at this point, Chad. A few other flying club members that are already in the pattern here at Elk River, so we're just going to slowly kind of make our way there. Make sure we kind of do everything by the book and appropriate.
Elk River traffic, helicopter 2937 November, going to be crossing over the field at around 5,000 feet, going over to the runway 30 ramps. Elk River traffic.
might be the hardest part is actually
Upriver
finding
traffic,
it.
Caravan 4453 Echo, final runway 12.
Number 8033 Foxtrot, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you.
This class a little bit.
Trying to find Elk River. Where are you? Probably going to be past this ridge, I bet, actually. I have a feeling it's going to be past this ridge, so I'm not going to be able to see it yet.
It's a tricky time of day to come in because everything looks so shadowed.
You're flying real time as well.
Oh, is that
Sure
it right
am,
here?
yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's the golden hour.
I think that's it right
Upriver
there.
traffic, Caravan 4453 Echo, clear runway 12.
Maybe.
So this road right below us is the one we want to follow. So that's nice.
I don't know if that's it. Still not convinced that that's it. It might be the road that leads us there, though. It might be the road that leads us there, chat. I'm starting to feel like I probably should have downloaded the seat.
Elk River traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, turning base and final.
Depending on how sporty you're feeling about it, you can follow me all the way in and then just delay your turn to final.
Yeah, I'll think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna break off at some point. I think I can take you down all the way to base. So we'll see if you can go slower.
I think
than
it's
me or
still
not.
past
I'm
this
a little
ridge.
slippery, but I think I should be able to manage.
What are your pattern speeds?
Around like 190, 90 for final, like 100 for base.
Okay, I can hold those, no problem. I'll keep it at 100 so that way, or let's see here. Yeah, I'll keep it at 100 until I turn and base, and then I'll slow down. That way you can get separation.
Cool.
It is one small ramp.
Here.
Oh, really? Not a lot of parking?
Yeah.
There it is, right here.
Taxi the other end.
Boom.
I think there's
Alright,
more
so it was
parking
beyond the
than
ridge. So we're not where we need to be. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up so we can join that
I'll try
crosswind.
it.
So we'll just follow this ridge line right here, kind of, and we'll maneuver ourselves as best we can. Let's go prop full. That's going to help me reduce my speed a little bit. Let's maintain 5,000 feet for the traffic pattern altitude. Elk Ridge traffic 70124 Mike Charlie is 5 miles from the field. Going to join the crosswind pattern for runway 12, full stop Elk Ridge. Out the 10-mile call, my bad. Not my best flying tonight. I was having a very hard time just finding the darn thing. So we'll fly this ridge, kind of loop around and join the crosswind here, and then do the rest of the procedure as we should for the entry into Elk Ridge.
Blowing rock, that's a heck of a name.
I don't think I landed on the ramp, but I'm gonna say I landed on the ramp.
I was actually in Blowing Rock like 2 months ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was just a really random thing.
It looks really scenic.
It is. It's pretty.
Let's go ahead and join that crosswind at 5,000 feet.
I never heard of such a place until actually going there.
That's pretty nice. The Highway 321.
Elk Ridge traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie
Rock
is
is really curvy.
left
and
crosswind for the
nausea
runway 12 pattern. Dip our wing real quick. You see the runway right there. Let's maintain our 5,000 feet.
All right, Joshua, I'm gonna go manual flying here for the rest of it. We're about 12 miles away, and it's all gonna be mountain flying.
Showing the downwind.
Getting serious.
Elk River traffic, Seminole 3 Echo Victor is a flight of 2, about 12 miles to the east at 5,500. Inbound, enter downwind for, left downwind for runway 1.
I'm calling it Elk Ridge. Is it Elk River? Am I dumb? It is Elk River, not Elk Ridge. I'm a mess today. Oh, I don't have the landing rate meter on, but let me turn it on real quick, Kenny Monster. Not a bad idea. You guys can go ahead and put landing rate guesses in the chat. Positive or negative number does not matter. Whatever you think my landing rate's going to be, now's a good time to make your guess. Elk River traffic, Seminole 124, Mike Charlie, left downwind 12. Elk River. Thank you, Kenny Monster. Again, positive or negative number, you don't need the exclamation point predict. What do you think my landing rate's going to be since the meter is now on? Alright, so we're going to fly out about 3 miles until we find those ponds, hopefully, and then we'll make our base turn. Looks like the pond's right there.
Sorry, I'm all over the place a little bit, doing some configuration changes.
You're good. Although the Diamond engineers did not think about formation flying into this big old post in my way.
Go ahead and get the gear down so we don't have to worry about the horn. I think this is the lakes here they were talking about in the video right there. Yep, the little ponds. So we'll go ahead and start our base turn.
Alright, we're coming down to 5,000.
And we want to be at 4,500, so right about here. Elk River traffic, Seminole 124, Mike Charlie, left base, runway 12, Elk River. So go ahead and find the strip, go ahead and turn the final. There it is, right out here. Elk River traffic, 7124, Mike Charlie, about a 2-mile final, runway 12, full stop. Let's go ahead and get full configured. We got the gear down.
Elk River traffic,
We got the
Seminole
flaps
3 Echo Victor,
set
flight
to
of 2 is
full.
about 6 miles to the east, coming in for the left downwind runway 12, full stop, Elk River.
Last call for landing rate guesses. So far, Kenny's the only one that's put one in.
We are going to have to pop up just because there's one bridge left between us and the field.
Yeah, I don't like clouds full of rocks.
Last call,
Clouds
last
and
call.
rocks combined are not a good thing.
Here it is. Do have some trees that we got to clear. It looks like right on the
Just
final
like that,
here
it's
as well.
a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day.
Plenty of runway to get her down on.
Really is something when you bust through the last cloud and it's all just clearing a million. Okay, I see the strip. It's just at our 11 o'clock down there.
Inside.
Minus a 1, 2, 3.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I gotta head out now, but it was good flying with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Thanks, Nathan. It was fun.
Thanks for the event. It was nice.
Nathan, you got a good count?
Yeah, I got 11, including the one earlier.
Thank you. Yeah, you can throw that in there.
Thank you.
All right, 1, 2, 3, not bad. Good fix. This is going to be the closer of the two guesses.
Elk River traffic, Kodiak 185 Kilo Whiskey, about 10 miles to the east, 12 miles to the east.
Let's go park over
Bound
here.
for the left downwind runway 12, Elk River.
All right, I'm gonna slow down to 100 here and throw my gear down just to help me maintain 100 for the rest of the day.
100.
I think there's supposed to be a ramp over here that's not showing. So we're gonna go ahead and make our own path here. Whee! Excellent. Definitely should have downloaded the scenery. Oh well. You live and you learn, chat. Let's kill the engines. Alright. Boom. We're here. We're home. We made it. Excellent. High-speed taxi approved. Yeah, that was not the cleanest of flights or procedures tonight out of myself, but we had fun. Good time. Sounds like the count was 11 for the Virtue Safe Flying Club. Alright, chat, that's going to do it for me. Event's over. I've had enough. What I am going to do real quick and see who is streaming tonight. See who we can raid tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed, by the way. I tried to do as best I could the actual procedure for the Elk River there. Maybe not my cleanest work, but still think we had a good time. Ah, Slan Alpha has got his stream up and running tonight, so we're going to go ahead and pay him a visit. Looks like he's flying along the Susquehanna River in the JP Logistics Cessna 152. So we're going to go ahead and toss the raid over to him. Before I go, I want to say thank you for coming in today. Have a great night, guys. Hope to see you for the next one. Don't know when it's going to be because I'm back to work and I'm going to be back on reserve and I'm going to be getting my butt handed to me, but that's okay. So you'll see me when I'm live, and if I'm not live, make sure you guys stay safe. Thanks for coming in today. Have a great night, guys. Let me get this raid set up and going.